Sodium hydroxide is one of the most useful chemical compounds, and today I will be showing you how to make it. Now this is by no means better than just buying it in the store as drain cleaner lye. Today I will simply be exploring the science of making it. There are multiple ways to make it, however I've found that the most efficient, safe, and easiest method is to combine sodium carbonate and calcium hydroxide. As you can see, we need 0.5 grams of calcium hydroxide and 0.7 grams of sodium carbonate. In the equation below this, you can see that 1 mole of sodium carbonate and 1 mole of calcium hydroxide combine together to form 2 moles of sodium hydroxide and 1 mole of calcium carbonate. The production of calcium carbonate doesn't really matter here, since sodium hydroxide is soluble in water and calcium carbonate isn't. Thus, we can just filter it off and get reasonably pure sodium hydroxide solution. First, I added some water to this beaker. I then added my sodium carbonate and made a solution of this. I made my sodium carbonate by heating sodium bicarbonate on my stove. Because of this, it is most likely anhydrous, and therefore I am using the anhydrous sodium carbonate molar weight. If you are using the hydrated form of sodium carbonate, you'll have to redo the stoichiometry. After all of the sodium carbonate was in solution, I began to add my calcium hydroxide. At first I added it slowly, however, after a while, I just dumped it all in. I then squirted a little bit of water in the container that held the calcium hydroxide to make sure I can get all that was in there. As you can see, it formed a very milky substance. In fact, it looks just like milk. However, it quickly settled out, and as you can see here, there's a bottom layer of calcium carbonate that won't dissolve, and a top layer of sodium hydroxide solution. Then I began the long process of filtering it. Make sure that you stir it all up so the suspension reforms with the calcium carbonate. After about 45 minutes, it was all filtered off. As you can see, it's a nice, clear solution. In the end, I got about 133 milliliters of an unknown concentration of sodium hydroxide solution. Just to test that this was in fact sodium hydroxide solution, I put a small ball of aluminum foil inside a test tube filled with this solution. It began to slowly react. This means that we do in fact have sodium hydroxide in here. The pH also read to be pretty high. This confirms that we have a dilute sodium hydroxide solution. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.